And there we are. We say good morning to you. Welcome aboard. We are live at Food City in Boones Creek on a Food City Friday. And again, thanks to Jeremiah Clark and the folks making this thing roll. And hey, we're ready to rock and roll and get going here. Brought to you by Grip Energy Drink. We're here with this weekend. It's a buy one, get one free with Grip Energy Drink. And so we are here live at Food City in Boones Creek. All kinds of specials here. We're going to be joined by some of the folks from Food City a little bit later on, coming up here again on the show. And so, again, we thank you for being with us again on this Friday, September the 1st, 2017. Big night for high school football. Big weekend for college football. Pros finished up last night. My boys, I don't know. Everybody says preseason doesn't matter, but the Raiders are 0-4. They didn't win a game in preseason. I don't know if that matters or not, but it does to me because I want to win everything I'm playing. If I go out to play, I want to win. As Al Davis, the late Al Davis used to say, just win, baby. So, anyway, they did not, and so thank you, Jeremiah, very much. And so off and running as we are here live at Food City in Boones Creek on this Food City Friday, September the 1st, 2017. Lots to talk about. We've got Major League Baseball. College football got started last night. Some of the bigger games, obviously the big games coming up this weekend. Of course, for the fan bases last night, those games are big for their fans and their alumni. So we'll run down the winners of the games, not exactly all the scores, but we'll run down all the winners in college football last night. Big night tonight in high school football here in Northeast Tennessee. None bigger than in Kingsport. The 50th time they've played each other at home at J. Fred Johnson Stadium. Dobbins Minute hosting Science Hill. We'll run down all the games across the region, both in Tennessee and Virginia. College football news, pro football news, Major League Baseball, more trades. Braves making a trade this morning. Tigers making a trade. Daniel Norris's rehab start last night in Toledo was a washout. Had a terrible, unfortunately, I have to tell you that. Hate to be negative, but I have to be a realist. But Daniel Norris's rehab start in Toledo last night, his last one before heading up to Detroit with the big club, not a good one at all. So we'll see if Detroit makes him do another start or brings him up anyway. We'll have to wait and see. But from an evaluation standpoint or critiquing, I would think it was not a good one at all. So we'll see. But anyway, we're here live thanks to Grip Energy Drink, where, again, it's a buy one, get one free. They've got the lemon lime. They've got the root beer. They've got the pink grapefruit. They've got the root beer, which is my favorite. They got the white grape, and they've got the two sugar-free brands, the ultra orange and the pink grapefruit, and the lemon lime and the pineapple. They're awesome. And so Al and the folks are going to be here a little bit later on to talk to us about that here again at the Food City in Boones Creek. So we are glad you are with us again on this show where we tell you it's show number 585, our 585th show. Who would have thunk it? Who would have thought it was going to last? I did, or I wouldn't have started it. So we're here and glad that we are. And so let's, as we always do, dedicate to the man who hung on the cross unashamedly. May you grasp your verse today out of the book of Ephesians, Ephesians 3. May you grasp, can you take hold of how wide and how long, how high and how deep my love for you is? A love that surpasses knowledge. You cannot ask or imagine the things I'm planning for you. Now think about that. That's for you and for me. That is God himself saying, may you grasp how wide and long and how high and deep my love for you is. We can't grasp it. A love that surpasses knowledge. I mean, we just can't comprehend it. You cannot ask or imagine the things I am planning for you. So there you go. That's how we get this thing started. By the way, checking the old hair, I keep looking at the hair, and I keep wanting to tell you, and I keep forgetting to do it every day, but it is going out for PanteneBeautifulLinks.com, growing the hair for wigs for ladies going through chemo or radiation, going through cancer. And so Pantene, Pantene, PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. You can check it out. And again, once the hair gets the appropriate length, my buddy down at the Cherokee Barbershop, the Gator Man, is going to cut my hair, and we're going to send it off to folks to have it woven with other hair, of course, from other people, into wigs for ladies going through chemo and radiations or going through cancer treatment. So PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. And so, again, as I've said many, many times, and tell you again, I lost my father and my biological mother to cancer, and my stepmother also died of cancer back in West Virginia. So this is my small way, very small way of giving back to the organization and the fight against cancer is to grow my hair and donate it to PanteneBeautifulLinks.com. We're here again at Food City, got all kinds of specials. The 3-day coupon is up and running. It's today, tomorrow, and Sunday for the Labor Day weekend. Check out a couple of these specials. Honey Nut Cheerios or Cheerios. limit to 99 cents a box. I'm all over that when I get off there. Seedless watermelon, $2.99 for a seedless watermelon this weekend at Food City. Nature Valley granola bars, 99 cents. Regular, $2.49. Kraft mayonnaise, 30-ounce jar for $1.99. Also this weekend, Kraft American Singles going to have a cookout, $1.49. Going to be tailgating for the big ball games this weekend. There's your Kraft Singles lay across a hamburger. Also, you got the Maxwell House roast coffee, limit to $4.99. Van Camp's chili, 99 cents a can, regular $1.29. Also, Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, regular $1.49, knocking 50 cents off of it for 99 cents at your local Food City. Deli Fresh sandwich meat, Deli Fresh sandwich meats, $2.99. Johnsonville bratwurst, $2.99, and the Bomb Pops, the popsicles out of the frozen section here, a regular $2.49, limit 2, you get them for $2.49 again at your local Food City. This is the 3-day coupon sale, all day today, tomorrow, and Sunday at all Food Cities across the chain. And also, as we've told you all week long, Food City is asking you to make a donation in store, a financial donation, and 100% will go to the relief efforts of Hurricane Harvey in Texas. And of course, if you have not seen, the remnants of Harvey came up through Tennessee, through Nashville, and at one point last night they were evacuating folks because of heavy rains in and around metro Nashville. In particular, Goodlettsville got hit pretty good. Up in Kentucky, Plano, Kentucky, Litchfield, those areas in Kentucky, 5 and 6 inches of rain last night and yesterday. So we here in the mountains apparently have dodged the bullet again. It went to the west of us. We're expecting some rain here today and some wind, but nothing like they went through. So, again, our thoughts and prayers go to not only the folks down in Texas, but the folks who are feeling the remnants going up through the middle part of the country. I would assume it's heading into Kentucky, West Virginia, Ohio, and so those folks will feel the remnants as well. And then, don't look now, but here comes another one. It's up to a Category 4 already. It's out on the open waters. Looks like it's going to be impacting first part of the week Puerto Rico, Cuba, the Lesser Antilles, and then looking for United States next weekend. A week from now, we need to be paying a lot of attention to this one because it's a Category 4. It's Hurricane Irma with a chance to go to a Category 5. So pretty strong storm. We'll take a break, come right back. He's here. We're going to get him in while we can. Brad Slagle's in the house from Food City wearing his Buccaneer Pride T-shirt. It's Buck Weekend, of course. Tomorrow night, the Bucks in Limestone. And we'll take a break. We'll get Brad in, and we'll see what's going on here at Food City. Again, we're at Food City in Boones Creek. These sale prices he's about to tell us good for all Food Cities all across the chain. 4 states, over 120 stores. So, quick break. We'll check in with Brad next here live at Food City in Boones Creek on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Chevy Summer Drive to unbelievable savings at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. With a selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from, don't miss out on the Chevy Summer Drive sale. 17 Silverado Crew Cab 1LT, $11,000 off MSRP. 17 Equinox Traction Traverse, $5,000 off MSRP. 17 Cruisin' Sonic, 25% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Back on the Tom Douglas Ford Show. Nope, I'm not Brad Slagle. We're going to get him on here because here we go. We're going to come down and hit the magic camera button. Boom, and boom, and there he is, Brad Slagle, our store manager of Food City. We're sitting right in front of the corn. I like it. Corn's on sale. Corn on the cob. I like it here in the produce department here at Food City. Morning, how you doing?
I'm doing all right. Trying to get some decorating done.
Getting decorating football weekend.
That's right.
Yep.
Got the ETSU game this weekend, and then turn around and got the UT football game on Monday, Labor Day.
As a guy by the name of John Ward once said, it's football time in Tennessee.
That's right.
So there you go. And football time everywhere. We're going to run down college football in a moment. Let's jump in here and talk. The 3-day coupon sale is on starting today. Got some phenomenal specials. Tell me about it.
Oh, yeah. Friday, Saturday, Sunday. We've got and honestly, you don't even have to clip these coupons. We've started doing it to where we keep these at the registers now. So basically, it's just like you come in and get the items, and we'll take care of the coupons for you. You don't even have to do that. But we've got some great deals. We've got the Nature's Valley granola bars after the coupon, 99 cents a box. Cheerios, Honey Nut Cheerios, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, 99 cents a box. For a box of cereal, 99 cents is pretty great. Even if it were store brand, that would still be a great price, but it's not. It's General Mills. And we've got the Kraft mayonnaise, $1.99. A couple other things, really good deals is we got the Food Club Spring Water 24 packs for $1.99 after the coupon. Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce. Everybody's gonna need some of that this weekend. Got that for 99 cents a bottle. Also got the Van Camp's chili beans, 99 cents. Lots of great deals on here. Johnsonville brats, got those for $2.99 after the coupon. Pretty much just a wide variety of things. I've only hit probably a third of the coupons maybe, but we've got some great deals on that stuff for the 3-day sale, and we've also got a great ad going on for the for the regular ad for the week. We got the ground beef patties for $1.99 a pound. Boneless half rib eyes, $7.99 a pound. Also got the buns on sale, the Food City hamburger hot dog buns. Those are going to be buy one get one. You was talking about the corn. We've also got the corn, the 5-packs. Those are buy one get one. Got the Lay's potato chips, also buy one get one. Mayfield ice cream, buy one get one. Another really good deal, we were in this a couple weeks ago, flew off the shelves like crazy. That's the Powerade. We got 32-ounce Powerades. Buy 10, you get those for 49 cents a piece. So basically, you're getting 10 of them for $4.90.
32-ounce drinks too.
That's great, yeah.
Wow. That is a good deal. Powerade again here at Food City, all the Food Cities. Also, as I was talking about this before you came over here, Food City is taking in-store donations for Hurricane Harvey, right?
Yes, sir. Yeah, that's going to 3 different organizations that they're splitting up: Salvation Army,
Samaritan's Purse,
and the
Houston Food Bank.
Yep.
So
It's going really well. The community's helping out quite a bit with that. The Boones Creek area, I do want to say I appreciate all the customers here because right now we are number 1 in the company for donation.
Really?
Yes, sir.
Wow. Hit that bell. Go ahead and hit that bell. That's good stuff. So the Boones Creek store is the number 1 store as far as giving donations to Hurricane Harvey.
Right now, as of right now, as of this morning, as it stands, number 1 in the company.
So what do we do? We just come in and say, here's $5 or here's $10 or how do we do it?
You just come to the register. The cashier will take care of it. You can donate whatever you'd like to donate. It doesn't really matter. Any denomination is good to go.
$5, $1. I mean, it's all going to add up. It's all going to Houston, to Hurricane Harvey. So this is through next Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
September 6th.
On the Brad Sluggles, you see the store manager at Food City, and I'm sitting in the number 1. That's pretty cool. The number 1 Food City right now for donations to Hurricane Harvey. And see, you know this from being around here and growing up here. We're always a giving bunch anyway. We're giving something all the time to somebody, not just Food City, but just this region. We're always, if somebody needs something somewhere, we generally roll up our sleeves.
That's the way the South is.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. The South, you got it. We're different birds in the South.
That's right. We always take care of our neighbors.
We take care of ourselves. You got it. You want to come back in a little while and do it again?
Well, sure.
Yeah. Gary said, I said, Gary, you want to come by? He said, no, I believe Brad can do it. I said, okay. Brad can do it, and you did do it. I appreciate you. Got your Buccaneer shirt on. Bucks play tomorrow night against Limestone College. And then Monday night, you've got the Tennessee Volunteers and Georgia Tech. Sunday night, if you're a Hokie fan, got the Hokies in West Virginia playing. So, of course, tomorrow, Alabama, Florida State. Woo!
That'll be a good game.
What a way to kick off the college football
season. That's right.
You got it. So, see you in a little while.
Waiting to see Alabama go down.
Spoken like a true Tennessee fan. There you go. Hey, we're going to take a quick break. We'll come right back. We're going to jump in and talk with the college football, run down the scores from last night, and again, get you ready for what's coming up this weekend. A busy, busy weekend in college football. We'll do that next year live at Food City in Boones Creek, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink. At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. Blue Lizard Australian Sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400, your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
Back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. We're live Food City in Boones Creek on this Food City Friday. Thanks for being with us wherever you may be across, as Rush Limbaugh says, across the fruited plains. So let's run down college football and see how things went in college football from yesterday and last night. In the East, your winners, Delaware beat Delaware State, New Hampshire over Maine, UConn beat Holy Cross, and Wagner beat St. Anselm in college football in the East. In the South, Campbell over Methodist, Carson Newman pinned a 48-7 loss on Pikeville last night. Catawba beat St. Augustine's. Mercer out of the Southern Conference defeating Jacksonville. Morehead State defeated Kentucky Christian. Murray State defeated Kentucky Wesleyan. Tennessee State beat Georgia State. It was Central Florida over Florida International, 61-17, by the way. Other college games last night, UT Martin beat Clarion, 36-0. Western Illinois defeated Tennessee Tech. The final there was 41-14. And Wake Forest all over Presbyterian the Blue Hose, as expected. Final there was 51-7. In the Midwest, Cincinnati, the Bearcats over Austin Peay. Eastern Illinois beat Indiana State, which will be the opponent next week for Tennessee. Then I'll tell you what's getting ready to happen in Knoxville next Saturday. They get beat by Eastern Illinois 22-20 coming to K-Town next week. Ohio State rallies, slow start becomes on strong. Second-ranked Buckeyes roll over Indiana in the conference opener 49-21. That one in Indiana last night. Minnesota, the Golden Gophers over Buffalo. Rhode Island in 3 overtimes beat Central Michigan 27-24. South Dakota State over Duquesne. Toledo defeated Elon, and Winona State over Benjamin State 30-20. Southwestern football, Arkansas no problem against the Rattlers of Florida A&M. Arkansas out of the Southeastern Conference, obviously, defeating Florida A&M 49-7. Oklahoma State, the Cowboys all over Tulsa 59-24. And Utah beat North Dakota. Final there was 37-16 in college football. The Utes get a big win against a team they should have won and beat, and they did. Coming up today and tonight, college football. In the East, Fordham and Army. Washington at Rutgers. Navy at Florida Atlantic University. Also today and tonight, Charlotte at Eastern Michigan. Utah State taking on the Badgers of Wisconsin in Wisconsin. Boston College at Northern Illinois. Richmond, the Spiders, will take on Sam Houston State and Waco, Texas, and the bragging rights of Colorado tonight. Colorado and Colorado State hooking up tonight in Denver at an 8 o'clock kickoff. That's your college football from yesterday. Oh, look right here. Thank you, Brad Slagle. Got me some right there. Woohoo! Love it. Got me some Food Club spring water to cool down my pipes. Good job, my friend. Thank you. He's awesome. I like that Brad Slagle. He's like that Japanese car. He's a nice one. So he's a keeper. Thank you, sir, very much. And so that's what's happening again yesterday and last night in college football. In high school football, let's run down the rankings for you in Tennessee. Virginia's not out yet. In 6A, going into action tonight, Oakland at number 1 of the state. The Science Hill Hilltoppers ranked 4th in the state. There'll be a Dobbins winner tonight. In 5A football, Knox Catholic number 1. The Daniel Boone Trailblazers ranked 7th in the state in 5A football. In 4A, Greenville at number 1. The Elizabethton Cyclones ranked 7th. In 3A football, Alcoa at number 1. In 2A football, Adamsville number 1 from our region. Hampton, the Bulldogs, ranked 9th. Happy Valley ranked in the honorable mention. They play each other tonight in Happy Valley, or at Happy Valley. And in 1A football, Dresden, the number 1 team in 1A football, and the Cloudland Highlanders in at number 10 in the state. That's your rankings in high school football in Tennessee. Let's run them down for you. Again from, let's see, you pulled in from, last night's high school football games, because we had some in action last night. And it goes as follows. Cocke County beat South Green 35-21. Farragut over Morristown West 33-10. The Admirals in the Big East Conference. Gatlinburg-Pittman beat Northview Academy 35-14. Johnson County squeezes by Chucky Doak 14-13. As we told you, Johnson County ranked in the state. Let's see, they are, where are they? Johnson County, yep, they're ranked 6th in the state in 3A football. So Johnson County ekes out a 14-13 win over Chucky Doak. And also Unicoi County all over North Green last night, 43-0. And then in Southwest Virginia, Ridgeview beat Shelby Valley, Kentucky, 34-6. Here's your schedule tonight, alphabetically: Cherokee at Morristown East, Cumberland Gap at Meigs County, Crockett at Volunteer, Elizabethton will be at Sullivan East, Hampton at Happy Valley, Hancock County at Unaka. Also tonight, Hardin Valley at Heritage. Jeff County will be at Bearden, the Battle of the Bulldogs. Science Hill, Dobbins-Minute, renewing that rivalry tonight in Kingsport. It's the 50th time they'll play each other at J. Fred Johnson Stadium in Kingsport. North at Cosby, Sullivan South at Granger. Tennessee High tonight plays Daniel Boone and Gray. Union County against Greenville. West Green at Claiborne, and Cloudland and Sullivan Central have the night off. In Southwest Virginia, Abington at Gate City, the Falcons and the Blue Devils at 7 o'clock tonight at Legion Field. Castlewood and Honaker, Chilhowie at J.I. Burton. Harlan, Kentucky, Thomas Walker. Holston will battle Twin Springs. Lehigh at Lebanon, the Barn Burner tonight at Bullitt Park. Union hosting Richlands. Rye Cove at Patrick Henry. Virginia High at John Battle. And Wise Central at Grundy tonight and high school football in Tennessee and Virginia. Quick break. We'll be right back. We're going to talk to the lovely Alicia Phelps from the Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. Talk a little tourism with this Labor Day weekend and heading into the Fall Festival. Yep, we're shifting gears from summer into fall festivals, a lot of them around here, and she's going to tell us all about that and more coming up next, live here at Food City in Boones Creek on a Food City Friday here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
It's Chevy Summer Drive to unbelievable savings at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. With a selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from, don't miss out on the Chevy Summer Drive sale. 17 Silverado Crew Cab 1LT, $11,000 off MSRP. 17 Equinox Traction Traverse, $5,000 off MSRP. 17 Cruisin' Sonic, 25% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the 8 areas of your vehicle that takes constant continuing education is the air conditioner on your vehicle.
Well, you would think that AC would be a simple one, but it's getting to be a lot bigger than just AC. It's the management of the system, not just AC, but heat and everything. It's a lot more computer controlled than it used to be. It used to be just a little button on the dash that you pushed. Now there's all kinds of electronics involved in that. Braking systems used to be fairly simple. Now some of the newer vehicles, you have to have a computer to actually operate the braking system to make sure that it's okay after you've worked on it. Computer controlled of the engine is becoming very important. There's a lot to that. Each one of these areas, the technology is just tripled and quadrupled in the last few years. It's hard to keep up. You really need to stay in the books and know what's going on with them.
American Import and Auto Repair, Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
back on the Tom Bailey Sports Show. No, I'm not her, but we're getting ready to get her on the screen, and that's because she is, boom, Alicia Phelps, Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. Hello, by the way. Let me get my glasses on because I want to say hello to these folks watching the show. Vicki Heiss, hello, Vicki. And also, hi, Vicki. Also, April Lawson. Let's see who, oh, dadgummit, just jumped out. There we go. April Lawson, Rob Love, Steve McCauley, my buddy Andy Dietrich at Champion Chevrolet. Some of the folks watching the show here today, we thank you for that. As we're live here at Food City in Boones Creek, we're joined by Alicia Phelps from the Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. It is anytime's a good time to talk tourism here in the great state of Tennessee. You've got some numbers. First off, good morning. How are you?
Well, I'm good. Good. Yes. Good for a September 1st, Friday, fall football morning.
Yeah, roll all that into one. Labor Day, football Friday, football weekend, East Tennessee State tomorrow night, Tennessee Monday night, Virginia Tech Sunday night. I mean, it is, of course, tomorrow the big one, Alabama, Florida State, 1 versus 3. So it's all good.
And hey, you know where I went last weekend? I went to the new SunTrust Park in Atlanta to see the Braves play.
Tell me about the stadium. They say
wow. Well, anytime I go see my home team play, they lose. So any sport, it doesn't matter. But they stuck with it and lost. So, but a lot of the shops and restaurants were not open yet. But the ones that were, there was at least a 30-minute wait. It's absolutely brilliant from a tourism perspective because if you don't want to go to the game, you go down there and hang out and you still get the Atlanta Braves experience. It's a place to go when there's not a game because there's shopping and things to do. Children's activities as well, so it's one of those terms that we like to coin, like a sports destination, like a dining destination, or just where you would go to spend the day. So they're doing a good job of keeping them there and keeping that dollar there.
Spend that money.
Yeah.
Bringing them in there. The longer they're there, the more chance they're going to spend money, which is the name of the game. Now, I'll have to argue with you to one point. She said, every time I go someplace, my home team loses. Well, that's true, but when she went to Bristol Motor Speedway a couple of weeks ago.
Except for racing.
Put my taters, our guy. Yes, we're going to gloat. Like him or not, the man can drive a race car. Kyle Busch gets the sweep with the broom on top of the car.
Yep.
A lot of folks said he's cocky, he's being arrogant. When Darrell Waltrip said, if you can win one race, his teammate Matt Kenseth says, if you can win one race at Bristol, you're doing something. If you can win 3 in one weekend, they both said he has every right to get up on the car and use a broom because only one person's ever done that ever in the history of Bristol Motor Speedway, and it's Kyle Busch.
Yeah, and he's the winningest driver at Bristol as well.
20.
So
20 times he's won.
We've been waiting. He's had a couple bad races there.
Yeah, but he came back with a vengeance and wins it at Bristol. By the way, we got as soon as we get done with Alicia and we get done with her visit, we will go live to Darlington to Pat Patterson to get ready for this weekend, the Bojangles Southern 500. And it is hammer time because you got 2 races left in the chase. Sunday, I should say, in Darlington, then next Saturday night in Richmond. And that's it. So a lot of pressure, a lot of stress, a lot of guys on the outside looking in. Some big names are not in the chase yet. Clint Boyer, Joey Logano, who wins the race in April, or I should say wins the race earlier in the year in Richmond and has it encumbered, so they took it away from him. So he's not in. Boyer's not in. Chase Elliott's not in. Jamie McMurray's not in. Dale Jr.'s not in. A lot of these guys need a W to get in, so we'll see. But that's coming up this weekend, and 18 will be down there rocking and rolling. So
maybe we'll have another year with the championship.
There we go. Go ahead and hit that bell because maybe that was what's going to happen. I like it. There you go. Now, she's here talking tourism. Let's jump in here and go because you got some phenomenal numbers about Northeast Tennessee tourism.
So last week, Governor Haslam and the Tennessee Department of Tourist Development released some really impressive numbers that talk about tourist spending and the impact of tourism. We're coming right off of the Bristol race. We're getting ready to jump into Bristol Rhythm and Roots, and there's several other, Johnson City has the Geico Hot Bike Rally coming up next weekend. So in terms of impact, this is huge. And with tourism being the second largest industry in the state, it's really something that we're proud about. Every year we've been increasing, and so Northeast Tennessee alone, any idea of how much money they generate? And that's just in our area.
Tourism in Northeast Tennessee?
Yeah, in the 8 counties.
$3 million. Higher?
Bless it.
So we have more than $3 million in tourism in
Yeah,
Northeast
and
Tennessee?
economic impact. That means it's back here, coming in here.
5 million. Higher? 12 million.
800 million.
$800 million?
800 million.
In 8 counties in Northeast
Yep,
Tennessee.
absolutely. Yeah, so our top performing counties are Sullivan and Washington. They also remain in the top 10 for the state of Tennessee. And mind you, Tennessee is one of the top 10 visited states in the country. So people love our mountains as much as we do. But yeah, Washington and Sullivan coming up. Everybody across the board had this year of our 8 counties, and that includes Carter, Greene, Hancock, Hawkins, Johnson, Sullivan, Unicoi, and Washington, and Carter. I don't know if I'd say that one. But they all saw increases across the board, including like all those combined. We had over $32 million in payroll. So we were paying people that much money, creating jobs.
Wow.
So, the more people come visit, the more jobs are created. So it is an economic driver. And then just in local tax receipts alone, 5.85 million. So it's pretty exciting. That means that tourists spent, tax receipts alone 24.95 million. The 5 was actually just for Washington County, but that means that tourists spent $800 million in our area.
So 8 counties, Tennessee, tourism, an $800 million industry.
Yeah.
$32 million worth of money going out paying people on payroll that are tourism-related jobs.
Yeah, and so one of the things, I've been involved on a couple calls this week, and one of the things that people say about our area is how friendly we are, and I think that speaks a lot for why they're spending this much money with us. We have the local homegrown unit here, but also, when they're going out to eat or when they're going to the race, we're waving, saying hi, thank you, yes sir, yes ma'am. That speaks a lot. So hats off to just the local folks that live here too, and thank you for just making people feel welcome. Word of mouth is always the best form of advertisement, and I think that speaks well for us.
We're talking to Alicia Phelps here on the screen. She is the Executive Director of the Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. We're live here again at Food City in Boones Creek on this Food City Friday. There comes our little ray of sunshine. Brad, Lexi's in the house. Lexi's here. Well, she's here. Went to the wrong store, but she's here now. She's going to be passing out samples of Grip energy drink. Got some events coming up. Rhythm and Roots.
Yeah.
Let's go back. The event coming to Johnson City next
Yeah.
week. Tell me about that one.
So the Geico Hot Bike Rally, we are expecting thousands coming in for this from all over the country. There are rides coming in from New Jersey, Maryland, just all over. So you're going to see lots of motorcycles in. Again, be careful, be on the lookout. Show them that hospitality we're known for. But they're going to be in downtown Johnson City next weekend, Friday on. And there's going to be anything from bike build-offs, stunt shows. I hear there's a beard contest. So
really?
For you, let's go for that.
Go for the beard. There you go.
But bring the family, come down. It is family friendly, and it's going to be really neat to show off our area. They're going to be going on different rides as part of the Southern Dozen. That's southerndozen.com if you're not familiar with that. 12 different rides throughout the area. So that's a really fun event. There's going to be all kinds of things going on. Lots of neat music. You can check it out online. Just Google that, and they've got a really active Facebook page too.
We're talking again to Alicia Phelps, the Executive Director of Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. So another event coming up right around the corner, Rhythm and Roots in downtown Bristol. The White Yoakum is going to be the marquee performer, among others. And for folks who've never been to Rhythm and Roots, kind of give us a snapshot. They block off downtown Bristol and lots of music.
Yeah, so Rhythm and Roots is actually responsible for that Geico commercial where one state in Virginia, one state in Tennessee. One of the executives had come to Rhythm and Roots a couple years ago. Thought that was a really neat concept that they had going on there, and resulted in an ad. So Rhythm and Roots is really neat. It has just grown every year, and I don't know how many. There's I can't remember how many stages, but a lot that rotate throughout the weekend. We see folks from near and far. It's a fun event for the locals.
Gotcha.
And we're really excited about it. I was actually at Paramount Bristol yesterday, and they were getting ready for it. You know, they usually, it's a 750-seat theater. They usually, it's waiting line. I couldn't get in to see some of the shows there last year, but one ticket gets you into all of the shows. So, and it's very affordable. BristolRhythm.com is their website.
There you go. That's one event coming up.
Yep.
The event next weekend in Johnson City. A little bit later on on the calendar, you have Heritage Days in Rogersville.
Yeah.
I'm leaving some off.
Yeah, well, and this weekend is the Long Journey Home Festival, and it is in Mountain City. So it's another one of those kind of heritage festivals, but what's really neat about it is that they'll be celebrating the 1925 Fiddlers Convention. So a lot of that mountain music will be hitting Mountain City, and it'll be a really fun event, I think, too. So we're excited to work with them on that.
Talking to Alicia Phelps, the Executive Director of the Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. So the website, where can we go to find it? Once we get there, what's there?
Yeah, so I was actually looking. I think there's like 25 events, and that's not even half, going on today. So if you're looking for something to do this weekend, indoors or out, weather pending, check it out. You can see all of our events. It's northeasttennessee.org. Know of an event that's not on there, send it to us. We'll put it on. But it's a really great planning tool for folks wanting to find things to do for family coming in, and anything else that's going on throughout the year.
northeasttennessee.org.
Yeah.
Spelling out, of course, Tennessee.
Yeah.
So northeasttennessee.org. The festivals we've had this summer would appear, for everything I can tell, Strawberry Fest, Unicoi, Jonesboro Days. It looks like some of the festivals, Fun Fest, they've been well attended this year.
Everything has gone well. Fun Fest, oh my goodness, probably their best year ever. They're already planning on for next. The concerts that come into the area, with us being known as the birthplace of country music in Bristol, just the wealth of music that comes in. I had a friend the other day that was in Florida now, and she's like, man, I just miss being able to go out to my local downtown and hearing that deep roots music. She's like, we don't, and that's things that we take for granted. I was like, what? They don't they're not, that's not there. So it's just fun to be a tourist in your own area sometimes.
Yep, good stuff. Lots to do, and of course, out-of-town folks watching the show, you're certainly welcome to come in here. We'd love to have you. Go to northeasttennessee.org, check out everything going on. That's your year-round website with this young lady and her staff. So good stuff. What do you want to leave us with?
Yeah, well, next time we'll chat a little bit about Apple Festival in Irwin, and storytelling's coming up, so we're just rolling right along.
Wow. Yeah, look at the countdown. We're at 114 days to Christmas. I love it. 114 days till Christmas. I love it. Let's get through Labor Day first, though, right?
We'll have to be thinking about what I'm going to get you for Christmas.
Yes, something. Let's see. We're going to go NBA this year. So we went Miami Heat. So I got you that toboggan one year.
Yeah, I still wear it. I'm the only person with a Miami Heat toboggan.
So this year you want, just tell me now, you want a NASCAR-themed present or NBA-themed?
NASCAR. Let's go.
NASCAR? You want something Kyle Busch then, I guess?
Of course.
Okay. Done. It's good. I know exactly what to get her, and I know where I'm going to go get it. So I do need to know your shirt size.
Is it some M&Ms over here at the counter?
How'd she know that? Yeah. M&M's caramel, plain, and yellow. Put them in the bag, gift box.
Yeah.
There you go. Say, ho, ho, ho. How's Kev doing?
He's doing well.
Good.
Yeah.
Kev's doing good. Everything's doing good. She's got that bright smile as always. So I really appreciate you coming. You are welcome, by the way. Again, an $800 million industry. You are welcome to come anytime and talk about what's going on.
And I know this is a sports show, but sports travel is probably one of the top 3 reasons people come here, whether it's a children's tournament or to catch the Bucks.
There you go. For whatever reason, they're coming in here, and that's great. Thank you, dearest. She is awesome. Quick break. We'll be right back, and we'll go to Darlington, South Carolina by phone and talk to Pat Patterson, getting ready for the Bojangles Southern 500 with the Performance Racing Network. He joins us next here live at Food City in Boones Creek on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447. If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
From the driveways where your kids play basketball and ride their bicycles, to the parking lots at your local church or grocery store, Bracken Paving is an important part of many neighborhoods in our area. No matter how large or how small the job, Bracken strives for excellence in every service they provide. It's a foundation for a strong community. Discover the difference at Bracken Paving and Asphalt Maintenance. Give us a call or visit us online at brackenpaving.com.
Back live on the Tom Douglas Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Let's go on the phone. I love having him on the show. He adds so much to our broadcast. We appreciate it very, very much. Being heard now in 12 states. Let's go to Pat Patterson live with PRN, the Performance Racing Network in Darlington, South Carolina. Good morning, my friend. How are you?
I'm doing great, Tom. Great to be with you. TGIF to everybody out there and in NASCAR land, and happy Labor Day weekend, and thoughts and prayers to everybody in Southeast Texas with everything that's happened down there. Don't want to start a chance to talk about anything till we wish those people down in Houston a speedy recovery.
Also, the folks in Nashville. Last night they had about 6 or 7 inches of rain. They were evacuating parts of Nashville and in Kentucky, so Harvey's heading up through the country. So all the folks in his path, we are saying a prayer for you. No rain here. It's right down East Tennessee. The Bojangles Southern 500 in Darlington. It's crunch time, my friend. We got some guys on the outside looking in. Tell me about it.
Well, I think that the 13 winners that we've had this year can rest pretty assured that there's nothing's going to happen to move them out of the way, particularly since there's only 2 races left, both Darlington and Richmond, for any new winner to get in. So that's the good news. If you're Jamie McMurray, if you're Matt Kenseth, or if you're Chase Elliott, you certainly have cars that can win races. and you also know that point-wise you're okay. And I use the word okay. I don't want to get too colorful with that, because okay isn't a good plan. That's kind of like hope. Hope's not a good plan either. So they have to race pretty cautiously, but pretty aggressively this weekend to make sure that they can go to Richmond with a few extra points to ensure that those will be the 16 drivers that chase the championship. If you're Dale Earnhardt Jr., if you're Clint Boyer, if you're a handful of these other people like Daniel Suarez, you're on the outside looking in. It's win or your season as far as the championship goes. So I don't know how to put it any more delicately than this is it. I mean, a couple of races here, and if making the playoffs is what's going to make your season, then there are some scrappers that are really going to be trying hard to get in this weekend.
I've got Chase Elliott, Matt Kenseth, Jamie McMurray, Clint Boyer, Eric Jones, Daniel Suarez, Trevor Bayne, Dale Jr., and then the guy that I think may have even extra pressure. Pressure's pressure, Pat, but when you have Joey Logano, who had won a race and had his race win encumbered, to me that puts even more pressure on that team, because he was in the position to be in the chase, and now he's not. So I think a little added pressure for the 22 team. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you. I think that Logano and company could certainly erase the mistake of the year, so to speak, by winning either one of these two races. I don't give them much chance of doing that, and I'm a Ford man, so I'm kind of throwing off against one of my own Fords. But I think it's going to be awfully hard to beat the Toyotas this weekend. Kyle Busch is fired up. Martin Truex Jr. is the defending champion. Eric Jones is running up front. Denny Hamlin loves this racetrack. I mean, just go down the list of what I consider to be great cars and drivers that sync up well with the challenges of Darlington. You know, add all that together, and I don't put Logano in the top 5 here on Sunday night when the smoke's clear. But you know, it is a winning race car team, and he certainly how to do it as a driver. I just would not make him anywhere near the top 5 favorite this weekend.
We're talking to Pat Patterson on the phone live at Darlington, South Carolina. Pat, for folks who've never been, it's one of the older tracks in NASCAR, but for folks who've never been there, strategically speaking, what do you got to do to win down at Darlington, the track they call that's too tough to tame, and they call it the Black Widow?
Well, the thing about Darlington is that, you know, you've got to have a car that has a bit of adjustability in it, so that, you know, you don't throw everything in the kitchen sink at that first setup. That you got to have a good crew chief that knows how this track is going to change. You know, the problem at Darlington is one of the biggest problems is the fact that we are in you might as well have built this racetrack in the middle of Myrtle Beach, because the sand that gets on the racetrack is a huge component in every respect, because getting on and off pit road is treacherous. The amount of dust and sand, or more sand than dust, that blows up on these hot tires during caution flags and so forth. It's so easy just to turn yourself around at Darlington, because there's not that much banking. The line is up next to the wall. We always talk about the Darlington stripe. You know, there's little chance that you're going to win this race and not bump that outside wall either off of turn 2 or more likely off turn 2 than anywhere else. It's just a racetrack that the slightest little mistakes can really cost you. Starts, you know, with new tires. Everybody wants to think they're Superman down on the bottom, but that fast lane up there at the top side of the racetrack is where you've got to put your race car to get good runs off the corner and effectively go out and pass and hold on to the lead. So it takes a team effort. It's going to take a crew chief that's really on their game, and it's going to take a driver that's got a lot of patience and one that's pretty fit. We're going to probably have 80+% humidity on Sunday evening. on top of a temperature that, even though this thing runs at night, the temperature ain't going to get much past 79, 80 degrees. So 80 degrees and 80% humidity, you better be in shape. You know what I'm saying, Tom?
You better believe it. Great analysis of the track. We're talking to Pat Patterson live from Darlington, South Carolina, getting ready for the Bojangles Southern 500. Let's talk number changes, throwback paint schemes this weekend. It's really I think it's a great job NASCAR does to connect the present with the past and talk about the big weekend and all that's going on, and then the number change with Chase Elliott bringing his daddy's number back.
Well, I just left a big event on the backside of the racetrack. Over in what now is Turn 3, they have dedicated and named the press box area and suite area over there is now going to be known as Earnhardt Towers. And they've got a big picture. They got a big picture of Dale Earnhardt on the back side of those towers back there, where they've dedicated this to him. And you know, if you go in the museum, which I just by the way, if you go to my Facebook page or go to the Racing Guy Facebook page, you can see the video that I did this morning out of the NMPA Hall of Fame and the Darlington Raceway Museum. You'll see me. I'm standing right beside the car that Richard Petty won 27 races towards his second championship. It was the old Petty Blue Plymouth, right there in the background and so forth. And the reason I'm saying all of this is that, you know, the trip to Darlington is a trip down NASCAR's memory lane. Mm-hmm. Whether it's the museum, whether it's this weekend and the paint schemes that are on all the cars, whether it's the cars of old, you know, that are on display there at the museum. Anything to do about this weekend is all about history. And Darlington was NASCAR's first speedway. And you can't ride by the old place and not look over at it and go, wow, you know, that's where NASCAR was born in a large sense. And that's kind of what that racetrack's all about. So Labor Day weekend, Southern 500, the museum's there, and all the history in the world about NASCAR is going on there. So it's a special weekend. The throwback paint schemes, all the drivers are in uniforms from way back when, you know, that have been updated and so forth. So it's a lot of fun, Tom.
It is a lot of fun. And again, Chase Elliott going to bring back Daddy's number 9 again for Rick Hendrick Motorsports starting next year in 2018. In closing, tell me how we can find and hear Pat Patterson all week long, would you please?
Well, I just mentioned the Racing Guy Facebook page, so be sure to check that out and follow us on Facebook. Twitter @Racing Guy. And also you can find us every Saturday and Sunday morning on Sirius XM NASCAR Radio Channel 90. There on the Sirius XM dial. Be sure to join us for that. We get you ready for each racing weekend. And as always, love being here on Fridays with Tom Taylor, and hope everybody has a very, very safe Labor Day weekend, and keep all those folks down in Texas and as you mentioned in Nashville, keep all these folks that are really, all those first responders, all those firemen, all these volunteers, all these people that are giving of themselves, you know, for no reason except for just love of another American. So, you know, keep them all in your heart and in your mind this weekend.
Well put, my friend. Thank you as always. Great job. I'll talk to you next week, all right?
You bet. See you.
You got it. Good man right there, Pat Patterson, with us again live from Darlington, South Carolina, here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show. We'll take a quick break. We'll come right back at the top of the hour, hour number 1 of the books, and coming back, we'll check in with the kids from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. We've got the Beast, but we've also got the Beauty. She's in the house. We're going to talk to her next year, coming up here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show, show number 585. They said it wouldn't work. Live from Food City, brought to you by Grip Energy Drink.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do you do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
We're back with the Tom Davis Sports Show. Thanks for being with us. Show number 585. We're live at Food City in Boones Creek. It is the coupon sale going on starting today through Sunday at all Food Cities. Let's use the backside here. Oscar Mayer, don't sing, Steve. Oscar Mayer beef franks for $2.99. All I wish I was an Oscar Mayer wiener. Remember that one? Remember the days?
I'm not old enough to remember that.
Steve was going to be on the show, but I don't think he's going to be on there now. I think he's been replaced. So, again, Oscar Mayer beef franks $2.99 this weekend, regular $3.50. That's it. A&W root beer $1.69, regular $2.99. Also out of the bakery deli over my shoulder here, you've got the Deli Fresh macaroni salad, regular $2.99, $1.49 this weekend. Let's see, Capri Sun drinks for the kids, 10 packs for the kids going to school, just for you in general. Regular $2.50, $1.99, and then also a couple of other specials they got going on. The seedless watermelon, only $2.99 for this Labor Day weekend get together. And if you like Cheerios or Honey Nut Cheerios, the boxes of 99 cents. And then Gary just unloaded about 3 more cases of Sweet Baby Ray's barbecue sauce, regular $1.50 for 99 cents. That's at all Food Cities this week, over 120 stores in 4 states, and we appreciate those kids very much. I am not Wendy and Steve McCauley, but we're about to bring this lovely lady on, and so boom, there. How'd he get in the picture? So. Oh, he's going to shuck the corn. Wendy and Steve McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes have joined us, and we love having these kids on. And I don't guess we ever had you on. This is a maiden voyage for Mrs. McCauley, so we love her being on. And so you have come up with a new concept. We'll let him talk about the golf tournament, about FCA in a moment, but you've come up with a concept called Coaches' Wives. Tell me about this. This is a really cool organization, and you're kind of heading it up. Tell me about it.
Well, I'm actually, it is a Nancy McDonald and Sarah Bowles started it years ago with John Bowles, and Nancy is trying to start it up again. Sarah has been gone for about 5 years, and she's trying to get it going again with Missy at Science Hill High School. And so they contacted me, and so I'm just a support system for them, and whatever I can do to help them. It's called Benchbackers. It really is just a kind of a fellowship and a support for the coaches' wives. As they, we've got new coaches' wives coming in. They don't know anyone. Their husbands are out season time, and they, some of them have said to me, many have said to me, they feel like single parents. And so the other thing that I heard a story, Missy was telling me that when her kids were little, she was sitting on the benches and someone behind her was just cussing out the coach, and her kids are sitting there, and she turned around. You have to know Missy Cutlip. She doesn't hold back. Mm-hmm. But she's like, excuse me, my kids are here, and that's their daddy.
Yeah.
And so this would kind of give them a place where they can be together and support each other, so.
Hey, there's Gumbo. That's the banjo picking lady right there. Yes, and you're exactly right. And I've been in situations where I've been in the stands, been close to coaches' wives, and they get chewed on, and folks don't have a filter around them, and they don't really care that it's the coach's wife, because they're going to complain about something. They're going to complain, and you're right. The kids are there, the wife's there. It's totally unfair, and of course also for the lady coaches.
Yes.
They've got kids, and then they've got husbands too. They got to hear the same thing when their wives getting chewed on as a coach and things aren't going well. So yeah, it goes both ways. So this is kind of a support system. It's called Benchbackers, and I would think the coaches' wives would be very much in favor of this. They would embrace this.
Yeah. We're just going to get together once a month and have some fellowship and support, get to know each other. Yeah.
All this under the umbrella of the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. So right now it has started where? At Science Hill?
Science Hill. But we're going to kick it off there and get it started and get the kinks worked out. But we do want to spread it out to the other schools and offer this.
Did you kids just celebrate an anniversary?
30 years.
30 years. Yeah. Can I ask her to tell the first date where the bees got in her hair? That was classic.
There's one state.
It was he told me that. I about spit. We were eating over in Elizabeth, and he told me that about spit food across the table. I thought, what a great story. Do you want to share that or not? Your first date with the man, and when there bees or something got in your hair?
I can share that. I've got a better story.
Okay.
He actually, I was a cheerleader, and we had an auction to buy the cheerleaders as a slave, and
Can't talk like that.
no, and he was bidding on to raise money, and he was bidding on me, and I was standing there going, no, please God, please not him, no, please God, because
A cash cow right there. All right.
And but he did. And I'm thinking I'm going to be washing his car and cleaning his gross room and doing his laundry. And little did I know that somebody had a crush on me. And he asked basically he got me tea. He got me my meals.
Oh, really?
And I said, well, I'm supposed to do this for you. What can I do for you? And he goes, well, you could give me a hand massage. So I had
I'll pay you $50.
We're about to go to a break here in a minute, I think. Okay, go ahead. It's good. So.
But I went back to my room and I told my roommate, I said, he had asked me out I said, I'm going to go out with them, but it's just to tell him I'm not going out with them anymore. And yeah, she did about the same thing. She laughed. So he's a gentleman. This is our first time out. Opens the door for me, and I get in. He goes around to his side, and as he's pulling the door closed, he leans over and just lays one on me.
Serious biz.
Yeah. Then we
had a great day.
We did have a great day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. Yep.
We
you
did.
Squeezed. There you go. There you go.
But we
and
did.
The rest is history.
We did indeed go out to the dunes, and I'm sitting in his car going, I still hear those bees. I still hear a bee. I'm sure I hear a bee. And he walks around and opens the door, and there's a bee on my head.
Yeah. That's good stuff.
Yeah, it is.
You can't make it up. So you shut the door and just reached across the door and put like Elvis, just smooth. Put the hammer right on her. There you go. There you go.
I massaged her hand because I had to.
Steve and Wendy sitting in the tree, KISSING. That's it. You got two choices. It's going to end good or not end good. So obviously it ended good because 30 years later these kids are still married. That's great. I guess. Yeah. Go ahead and start writing them down, your instructions. All right. Mrs. McCauley, as always, it's a treat.
Thank you.
She, last year at the FCA banquet, did a wonderful job with the, what'd you call it? The pitch? Not the pitch.
Ask.
But the ask. Yeah, did a great job. It's coming up when?
October 17th.
October 17th. Brittany Ezell is going to be the speaker this year, the
Yes.
head basketball coach of Lady Bucks, East Tennessee State. Can't wait. I'm going to be there. And so, one more time, now if there's a coach out there or coaches that are interested or coaches' wives, just get a hold of you.
Yes, they can. They can just go to Tri-Cities, FCATricities.org, and my information's listed on there. And I'd be happy to talk to any of the schools, get this started there.
Yeah, great support system. Basketball coaches, particularly when they're in season, actually almost year-round, are not home much. Either at camps in the summertime or they're coaching and long hours at the gym or on the field or whatever sport. And so pretty good way to describe it. A lot of times coaches' wives are widows, so because they're just not around much. So this is a great support system for the coaches' wives called bench backers, and that's a cool thing. The FCA's picking right up and supporting that. It's a good thing. So appreciate you coming by. You got to come on more often. I love the story. And every time I see him, I'm going, this guy's smooth. Shuts that door and goes, puts the lip lock right on her. And obviously she liked it because they're still hitched up. So good stuff. There you go. All right, let's switch the microphones. Let's get him in here. If you would, please. Let's get Steve ready to roll here. We're live at Food City. We are here again, ready to roll. And Mrs. McCauley has passed it over to the man. And so,
all right.
Yeah, I got this in the mail, by the way.
Yeah,
the other day.
you can
this
talk
is
about
cool. Dabo Sweeney, love it. He's on the cover, obviously, the Fellowship of Christian Athlete magazine, fieldsoffaith.com. So this thing is full of all kinds of cool student athletes or athletes that have given their heart to the Lord. And so, good stuff.
You can. I just brought it just to talk about the Fields of Faith and just the influence that one coach like Dabo has. I mean, look at that, him in a huddle with his guys there, and he's not ashamed about it. I mean, I think of that verse that says, I'm not ashamed of the gospel of Christ, for it's the power unto salvation, to change lives and change hearts and make dead men alive again. And he is a great example of what it means to be an influencer, and what FCA does is we influence the influencers, and so we find those coaches that are already doing it well as far as an influencer with Christ, and we encourage them and build them up, and the ones that don't know Christ yet or maybe need to grow in their faith, we help them grow in their faith. We give them resources and coaches' Bibles and so forth. And by the way, this Fields of Faith event, it's in October every year. It doesn't have to be in October. Some schools do it in late September or early November. But October, traditionally, it's kind of like See You at the Pole. It took off about 12 years ago, got traction. It's almost doubled every year. I think we've got some 800 fields now all across the country, and it's up to thousands of students and parents, and they have it on a Wednesday night in October. The official night is October 11th this year, and they have it on a Wednesday night strategically so they can get church groups there. And they have them on a field, a high school football field or a soccer field or somewhere where they can. And then they'll have a gym as a backup plan if it rains. They'll gather. And it's based on an Old Testament story of King Josiah, who was 8 years old when he became king. And Israel had wandered away from the Lord. Sound familiar?
Yeah.
With America, and so he just to get the people back, he simply gathered them, rolled out the scrolls, and read the Word of God. I mean, that was the prescription, was to read the Word. And so that's what we do that night. We gather students together, young people. He was 8 years old. He was about 16 when God compelled him to read the Scripture, to get those scrolls out and read the Scripture and pray for their nation. And people that night will read Scripture. We'll have kids give testimonies. Sometimes we have main speakers. Last year we had one at Science Hill. We had over 400 people there. We had one at Elizabethton High School. It was during their fall break, so there was less, maybe 150, 200 people there. Great one at Happy Valley last year. I think probably 250 people at that one for their first one. So we're expecting Science Hill and Happy Valley to do another one. I don't know. Elizabethton will probably do it on a different night. And then Grandview over there in the Crockett area, they have it at Grandview because it's right there on the highway. Grandview has an excellent one, and they had over probably 400 people at theirs, and so they pull from all those schools. They have a couple up in Bristol, and they had one in Johnson County and some in Greenville last year. I think we had 2 or 3 over in Greene County. So it's really great. I mean, it's a great outreach just locally here in your viewing area, listening area. We're probably impacting some 5,000 students on that one Wednesday night in October, where they hear the gospel, they hear the Word of God, they get impacted, and many make faith decisions. So yeah, it's amazing. So yeah, pray for that night. It's called Fields of Faith, and they can go to fieldsoffaith.com and learn all about it. And the schools have a chance to list their field on the website. Probably most of them aren't listed yet, but I
would be a terrible weatherman. I never get.
That's okay. Right. Fields of Faith, fieldsoffaith.com, and probably by the end of September, I would think, the end of this month, most of those fields will be listed on there, and then people can do a search for their field. So yeah, and so thank you for letting us promote that. It's just a great outreach that FCA does every year. I also brought this along for you to have. It's called the Competitor's Creed. I don't know if you've ever read that. It's too long to read right now, but you can maybe hold that up and they can do a screenshot and read it. It's the Apostles' Creed, but it's written in coaches and athletes lingo. So it's really, really cool. And we give those out. That's a bookmark, and a lot of kids put them up in their lockers or up on their mirror or in their car, and it just brings their central focus back to, okay, they're a competitor. We're all competitors. We're competing for, in life, we're competing for the next, live another day, at the very minimum. You know what I mean? Some people for the next hour. So if you put it in, if you centralize Christ in what you're competing for, whether you're just competing to survive, that's the guy on the island in that Castaway movie. He was a competitor. He was competing against the elements, right?
Trying to make it.
Right. So some people, if that's all that's you're competing against, then this is something you can use, and you can go online to fca.org and find that and print it off. It's just a great resource because it brings everything back to Christ, everything back to His purpose through the church, and I know that's why you do what you do, is for the man who hung on the cross.
Unashamedly.
And by God's grace, he's still not there.
You read today's verse here in a second. That's the verse for today's show, and I'm going to read this third paragraph out of the Competitor's Creed. I'm going to read all of it. I like this one right here. It says, I do not trust in myself. I do not boast in my abilities or believe in my own strength. I rely solely on the power of God. I compete for the pleasure of my Heavenly Father, the honor of Christ, and the reputation of the Holy Spirit. That's pretty cool. Let me read here we go. For those of you that want to give up, it says, I give my all the time. I do not give up, and I do not give in. I do not give out. I'm the Lord's warrior, a competitor by conviction, a disciple of determination. I am confident beyond reason because my confidence lies in Christ. The results of my efforts must result in His glory.
It's awesome.
That's pretty powerful right there.
Yeah.
The results of my efforts on this show must result in his glory. Because I tell you, this show belongs to him. So if you would, please, Dad.
Yeah, and by the way, we had a guy speaking at our Breakfast of Champions this morning. His name's Frank Flo, and he is one of our new character coaches at Happy Valley High School. He has a great little short testimony about not giving up in his life. I mean, when he moved here. So I'd love to have him on the show sometime.
Sure.
He's a football coach and a character coach there, and his name's Frank, Brother Frank, great guy. But that's for another day. But today's verse is, may you grasp. Listen to this. That's you personally. Whoever's hearing this, God's speaking to you. May you grasp how wide and long and high and deep my love is for you, and that love that surpasses knowledge. You can't understand it.
No.
It's incomprehensible.
No.
You cannot ask or imagine the things I am planning for you.
Yep.
So God's grace and love is greater than what we can even imagine. And so Ephesians 3:18-21. That's a strong verse, man.
Oh yeah.
Thank you.
Yep.
They're all strong, but some are seem to hit right where you need them, right when you need it. And that's I've heard of that. I've heard of it, literally a verse literally saving someone's life, not just for eternity, but saving somebody's life. Where they heard a guy speak one time where he went in a hotel and the Gideon Bible was laying on top of the TV, and he backhanded it because he was angry at God. He was gonna commit suicide that night. He had left his family and he was shamed, and he was alcoholic and just had a lot of issues. And he went in this hotel and saw the Bible and smacked it, and it flung off and hit the floor.
Opened up.
Yeah, and he kicked it. He kicked it in anger, and it went under the bed and back. This is 30, 40 years ago or whenever it was, and back underneath the bed they had that little frame that went all the way to the floor that was kind of made out of fiber wood or whatever, press wood, and the Bible bounced off that and came back out and spun around and landed right in front of him, and it was open to John 3:16. Yeah.
There you go.
He zeroed in on it, and somebody had even underlined it for him. It was a Gideon Bible, and I think it's already pre-underlined or pre-highlighted in those Gideon Bibles, and he read that and fell to his knees, and that guy became an evangelist, and his name was Elliot. I can't remember, that was his last name, Elliot, and he spoke at a Christian businessman's lunch about 20 years ago, and I heard him speak, and that was his testimony. And so the Gideons do good work. I know you're involved in that, and we give out Bibles too in FCA. God's Word, it will change a life. God's Word can change a life.
Oh yes.
Because there's power in that Word. And so read that verse again when you have a chance, folks. Go to Ephesians chapter 3 and read it over and over and over again.
Coming up, we've got some pro football news we'll talk about. Also, the baseball standings. Again, the Braves unloading one of their players. Angels pick up a couple of players. We've got a baseball segment coming up. In closing, here we got a golf tournament coming up a week from Monday. Tell me about this.
That's right.
Be there.
Yeah, it's the Fall Golf Classic. It's at the Johnson City Country Club. And again, they can go to our website, FCA Tri-Cities, and this form, all this info is right on that website. We've still got room for about 3 or 4 more teams. I think we have 20 or 21 teams right now. We like to cap it at about 25, 26 teams so it flows well. It's 4-man, 4-person scramble, best ball. It is a pre-qualifier for our Tennessee playoff, and if the playoff is a week later, the playoff is the next Monday, and 2 teams, low gross and low net teams, go to the playoff, and I think it's in Knoxville somewhere. And then if 2 teams from Tennessee get to go to the tournament at the TPC, the Players Championship in Florida.
Sawgrass.
Yep, the Island Green, and get their picture taken there on the Island Green. So it's a pretty cool thing. So we're excited about that. So if people are golfers or no golfers, you don't even have to be good. I mean, you could play in it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's a best ball, so you could play. You and I could play. Yeah.
So in closing, how many 2-liters did you buy to get her? I keep going back. I'm thinking. She said he had to buy 2 liters as a fundraiser.
Yeah.
So how many 2 liters did you go home with?
No, it was an auction. Cheerleaders. She was a cheerleader, and the cheerleaders were having a fundraiser.
I got you.
Yeah.
Okay. So
but
you bought Wendy.
Yeah. So it was a.
Okie dokie.
But yep. It was a cheerleader auction.
Go
yeah.
Hit that bell. So, there you go.
I don't think auctions are real popular these days.
I don't think that's going to fly in 2017. Yeah. No, don't think that dog ain't going to hunt, as they say. Good stuff. Give me your website in closing here. I'd love to have you kids on all the time. What's your website?
FCATricities.org. FCATricities.org.
And there they are again. Let's show them one more time. Boom. That's Wendy and Steve McCauley from the
Thanks.
Fellowship of Christian Athletes.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, yeah. Love it. Happy Labor Day to you and your romance. There you go. Shut the door and laid one on her all in one smooth move.
And it was about 31 years ago this weekend.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it was about 31 years ago this weekend because that's when we were in college. Yep, 1985.
So take her to the Pizza Hut and reenact it.
It might have been this day, 31. It was probably right now. It was probably right now, 31 years ago.
In front of the corn and the produce. Hit the break. We'll be right back.
All right.
Right after this on the Tom Taylor Sports Show.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at FCA.org.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City takes care of both male and female customers, but owner Kim Smith says they have a special care and concern for ladies.
Being a female in what's considered a man's business, I understand the trepidation that women may have when they come to the shop. They feel like they don't know about cars, they might be intimidated, but that's not the way we do business. Everybody's treated the same. We take the time to explain anything that they have questions about, the repair, the process, the part. We want to make sure people are comfortable with what we're going to do to their vehicle and that they understand. We do cater to women in a sense. We have a real nice waiting room with nice Keurig coffee and flavored creamers, air-conditioned, cushioned seats, TV, everything a girl could want while she waits for her car to be fixed.
American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, open 6 days a week. Call today at 913-3111.
It's Friday night at 7 o'clock. You've been involved in a car accident. You may be out of state on vacation or just a few miles from home. What do? Who do you call? At Farmers Insurance Group, one call is all you have to make. Hello, this is Jim Klein, an agent with Farmers Insurance. It's called One and Done. You don't have to wait till Monday morning to file a claim. You can make the initial call and we'll begin right away to help you. We assist you in moving the vehicle to a certified repair shop, getting you set up with rental car, and informing your agent. Then here at the staff at Jim Klein Farmers Insurance, we follow the claim through to the end. It's that easy. One and Done. We're your one and done location for all your insurance needs. Auto, home, life, commercial, workers' comp, and bonds. We can help you with all your insurance needs. Give me a call today, Jim Klein Farmers Insurance at 247-5400. Your one and done location in Kingsport, 247-5400.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
I'm Tom Taylor, and you are
Dave Angie.
And we got coming up, it's a really cool, every Thursday, it's the Champion Chevrolet 5-Star Football Preview Show. Get you ready for high school and college football every week. Every Thursday, you're going to be covering what for us?
Be looking at the Big East Conference.
Ooh, That would be Dobbinsville, Sciencefield, all those great football teams in that conference. Doug Fritz will be giving you the rest of the high school football picture every week. Then we got colleges covered. Who are we going to be covering?
We got ETSU. We have Tennessee. We have Virginia Tech.
All those. Carmichael's will be along to give us the big 5 games every week because it is a 5-star football preview show. So hope you'll join us every Thursday right here in the showroom of Champion Chevrolet. Dave and I will be co-hosting the Champion Chevrolet 5-star football preview. And then on top of all that, we're going to have a picking panel where you're going to match us against you and you against us, and I can't wait because they don't have a chance. You're going to go up against us. We're going to pick against you for some really cool prizes, and they don't have a chance, do they?
No chance at all. It's going to be fun times.
Oh, yeah. Putting toe to what?
Toe to the leather, man.
Toe to the leather,
Ready
man.
to go.
Ready to go. Can't wait. Again, join us every Thursday right here. It's a Maiden Voyage Cool Show, co-hosted by Dave Angie and myself. It's the Champion Chevrolet 5-star football preview coming up every Thursday right here from Champion Chevrolet on the Bristol Motor Mile in Johnson City. Can't wait to see you on the show. Blue Lizard Australian sunscreen originated in Australia, where sunscreen standards are the strictest in the world. Although our products are now manufactured here in the U.S., we continue to adhere to the most stringent Australian standards to offer the best in broad-spectrum sun protection. Blue Lizard, the brand most recommended by pediatricians and dermatologists. Our smart bottle turns blue in the presence of UV rays, reminding you to cover up. You bring the sun, Blue Lizard brings the magic.
It's Chevy Summer Drive to unbelievable savings at Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City. With a selection of over 600 new Chevys to choose from, don't miss out on the Chevy Summer Drive sale. 17 Silverado Crew Cab 1LT, $11,000 off MSRP. 17 Equinox Traction Traverse, $5,000 off MSRP. 17 Cruisin' Sonic, 25% off MSRP. Shop us online 24/7 and don't forget our Saturday parts and service hours. Champion Chevrolet on the Motor Mile in Johnson City, where we leave you asking, how do they do that?
At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they treat thousands of patients each year dealing with diabetes and its effects. Diabetes overtaking our nation and leaving a path of destruction behind. Through wound care, office visits, and preventive care, they see most of the patients after a problem arises. Using diabetic footwear such as shoes and inserts, a great way to prevent or prolong skin breakdown and amputation. At Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, they use only custom molds from patient mold inserts, which further ensure a great recovery, or better yet, prevents a wound from happening. They use custom molded shoes, bracing, custom inserts, and extra depth diabetic shoes to prevent wounds or other skin issues from beginning. Call today, 1-800-524-4447. 39 years, 6 locations, 1 family. Bristol Orthotics and Prosthetics, 1-800-524-4447.
Any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Over 10 to choose from. Perfect for having the gang over to watch the big game, birthday parties, church get-togethers, backyard gatherings, everything from fruit trays to garden salad trays to nuggets and chicken strip trays. And for the sweet tooth, try the cinnamon cluster or chocolate chunk cookie tray. So you see, any day is a good day to get a tray from Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A at the Crossings in North Johnson City.
At FCA, we're touching millions one heart at a time. Since 1954, the Fellowship of Christian Athletes has been putting the heart and soul in sports by challenging athletes and coaches to impact the world for Jesus Christ. As the largest sports ministry in the world, FCA now reaches over 2 million people annually on the professional, college, high school, junior high, and youth levels. Through this shared passion for athletics and faith, lives are changed, one heart at a time. Learn more at fca.org.
Yeah, Gary's staying pretty busy. He's had quite a few cases of Sweet Baby Ray's. Yes, sir. All right. Well, it's the 3-day coupon sale for Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. A couple of items we've got going are the cereals. We got the Cinnamon Toast Crunch, the Honey Nut Cheerios, or the regular Cheerios. After the coupon, those are going to be 99 cents a box. That's a really good deal for some cereal, name brand cereal. We've also got the Nature's Valley granola bars. Those are going to be 99 cents after the coupon. Also an extremely good price on those. Those are regular $2.49 without the coupon. And then Kraft mayonnaise. They're carrying that mayonnaise out of here by the case. Kraft mayonnaise is going to be $1.99 after the coupon. And I believe some of the jars even have another coupon on top of them that will bring it down to 99 cents, I believe. We've also got the Kraft Singles cheese after the coupon, $1.49. Really good deal on the 24 packs of Food Club Spring Water. It's going to be $1.99. People like the water, so come on down and grab you a couple cases of that. We've got the Sweet Baby Rays. Everybody needs that for some of their cookouts and grillings going on this weekend. Preparing for the ball games. We've got that for 99 cents a bottle after the coupon. Throw you some of the Johnsonville brats on the grill. We've got those for $2.99 with the coupon. You can get you a seedless watermelon. We've got those for $2.99 after the coupon. That's a really good deal on a watermelon. There again, a bunch of good cookout items. There's quite a bit of stuff on here for the holiday weekend. You've got your RC 6-packs that are going for $1.69 after the coupon. That's a really good deal. A lot of other odd and end items. Like I said, I've only been through about half of them, but there's a bunch of great deals going on right now for the 3-day coupon sale, but we've also got a really strong regular ad for the week. We've got the hamburger and hot dog buns, the Food Club, there for buy one, get one. That's a really good deal. You got your sweet corn, the 5-pack, that's buy one, get one. Lay's potato chips, those are also buy one, get one. Ice cream for the dessert, we've got the Mayfield ice creams. Those are buy one, get one also. And then another really good deal for the hot weather or your sports people out there. We've got the Powerades. If you buy 10 of those, you get those for 49 cents. And that is a great deal on those. That's the 32-ounce Powerades. So if you get 10 of them, you're going to get them for about $4.90 for 10. That's a really good deal on those. Oh yeah, well, we're trying to clear out some of our seasonal items that we have here in the store. There are different items at select stores. Some of them have already sold out of certain things, but we do have a few items here and there. We've still got some of the patio sets and stuff like that here at the store, and those patio sets are going really cheap for $56. That's a extremely good deal for a patio set. Umbrella, chairs, table, and all. Like I said, though, there's other stores that have different items. They've got the big umbrellas, the 9-foot umbrellas with the crank on them. Those are all the way down to $26.25. The grills, the charbroil grills that you normally catch at your big volume stores, you know, normally about $250, $300. We've got those on sale for $93.75. That's about the best deal you're going to find on a really good grill. But yeah, that's just a few of the items that we've got on that summer blowout sale. Again, that is while supplies last, because we're just trying to clear that stuff out. But that's a few of them. That's right. Those prices are good all the way through the weekly ad, yes. That's right. Each cashier has a sheet of the coupons there at the register, so you technically don't even really have to have the coupons. You don't have to clip the coupons. Just come on in the store, just bring your items up to the register. We'll take care of it. You don't got to do anything really. We call it a coupon sale, but it's basically an in-store coupon, so all handled by us. I mean, I'm a diehard UT fan, so I mean, I'm going strong with UT.
Alabama, Florida State.
I'm going Florida State. Not much on Alabama fan, but it can't be if you're a UT fan. I'm going to have to go with the Michigan boys. Well, being as close to Virginia Tech as we are, I'm going to have to go there. Yeah. Hey, it's going to be Bucks. I mean, who's Limestone? Yeah, it's like I said, this coupon sale has really picked up some business for us. Come on down to your local Food City. Go ahead and grab you some of these great deals. Load your cart full. We'll take care of you once you get to the front, and we'll save you some money. We are still quite a bit cheaper. Plus, I mean, you've got your fuel visits, Once you get your fuel bucks save up there, the 150 points, you get a visit, so you're going to get 15 cents off there anyway. So right now, I believe we're actually 10 cents cheaper than most of our competitors for the regular unleaded. But then, like I said, if you got your fuel visits, we'll take another 15 cents off of that. So saving big at the pump also. That's right.
At American Import and Auto Repair in Johnson City, one of the things that owner Tim Smith is most proud of is their hard-earned certifications.
We are an ASE Blue Seal shop, which is important because what it tells the customer is we care enough to get certified, not in one certain area of cars. You have to be certified in 8 different certifications, in 8 different tests you have to take, and you have to be updated on them yearly to make sure that you're up to date. We not only have one of those, we have 3 ASE Master Technicians here with the ratio, goes into a ratio, and we're a Blue Seal shop. So it tells you that we care about training and we care about knowing about your car. We want to help fix it right.
American Import and Auto Repair, West Market Street, Johnson City, home of the free loaner car program. Open 6 days a week. Call today, 913-3111.
Hi, I'm Rob Cole with Bays Mountain Park. There's something for everyone at Bays Mountain Park. Whether you're an outdoor enthusiast or simply looking to get away and relax, Bays Mountain Park in Kingsport, Tennessee is the perfect destination. For only $4 per vehicle, enjoy 3,500 acres of breathtaking scenery, featuring 40 miles of hiking trails, wildlife habitats, one of the Southeast's premier planetariums, and much, much more. For more information, please visit www.baysmountain.com or call us at 423-229-9447. Bays Mountain Park, one of the Tri-City's best places for learning, leisure, and recreation.
If you're catching some waves or just playing in the yard, it is important to protect yourself. You may not feel the sun's heat, but UV rays can still damage your skin even in cloudy weather. Blue Lizard Sunscreen, recommended by pharmacists and dermatologists nationwide. Our SPF 30-plus formulations use only the highest quality ingredients for broad spectrum protection. As a reminder to protect yourself, our bottle turns blue when UV light is present. Blue Lizard, we've got you covered.
Your life is always changing. You never know what shape it will take, or how your financial needs might change. But if we talk about your investments and how they can provide for you and your family, the future becomes clear. At Wells Fargo Advisors, we believe conversation leads to financial clarity. Let's start a conversation today.
And we're back with the Tom Taylor Sports Show again, wrapping this thing up. Again, we're here live, as you obviously know, at Boones Creek. And again, Brad Schlegel doing a great job again as the store manager. And we appreciate him allowing us to come over here and hang out with us. Of course, certainly thank Kevin Stafford and the folks again at the home office, because we go out every week to a different food city. And we're trying to, let's see, we're going to be, there we are. We're going to be heading out to, let me think where I'm going to be here, the month of September. Today, we're wrapping up in Boones Creek. And let's see, next week, I can tell you where we're going to be. We will be Kim Lane's store down Clinchfield, downtown Kingsport next Friday. And then on the 15th, Big Daddy Dale Hammond store in Gray. Woo! Have to take me some tagging before I go out there. That's Heartburn City over with Hammond.
I'm surprised you can get a word in.
Man, oh man. Love it. That guy's hilarious. So we're going to be out there coming up.
He's a good guy.
He is a good guy. Oh, yeah.
He should have been here today. He was supposed to be coming to visit.
Oh, really?
Yep.
Well, we'll have to catch him on a flip-flop. But, yeah, Dale Hammond, he's a dandy, the manager. Great. Hey, we're out of time. We sincerely thank your viewers. Again, thanks, of course, to Brad allowing us to come in here and giving us a red carpet treatment, getting set up here at the show. Of course, Lexi's behind us. She's going to continue to sample the Grip Energy drink here for a little while longer. We, of course, going to take Monday off for the holiday, then back in the saddle next Tuesday. Wednesday, Chick-fil-A. Thursday, Champion Chevrolet. And the next Friday, as we said, will be at Food City on Clinchfield in downtown Kingsport. So, we're out of time. We sincerely thank you for yours. Again, our guest today has been Alicia Phelps, the Executive Director of the Northeast Tennessee Tourism Association. Also, Steve and Wendy McCauley from the Fellowship of Christian Athletes. Pat Patterson with the Performance Racing Network, again from live, joining us from Darlington, South Carolina, from the Darlington Raceway. Brad Schlegel, of course, the Food City store manager. And again, Bill Patrick sent me a text to tell you that there is no racing tonight. The Kingsport Speedway has been canceled tonight because of the rain coming. So they've already told everybody no racing tonight at the Concrete Jungle. So Crest Van Dyke, who we had on Wednesday, have to wait another week to go over there and try to win the points championship. So no racing tonight at the Speedway in lieu of what's coming in terms of rain here in the region. But so far so good, it appears, here on this Friday afternoon. Out of time. We sincerely thank you, viewers. Have a great Labor Day weekend. Be at church somewhere Sunday to worship the King of Kings, and we will rejoin you Tuesday morning again here on the Tom Taylor Sports Show's wrap-up show number 585. Until Tuesday morning, as always, we'll tell you, win or lose, be a good sport. So long, everybody.